So I was gonna do a key track workout today, but then this happened. Wah! Hi there, Hoka athletes. It's Canaday here, and hi, running coach, with a vlog update, getting ready for the Cleveland Half Marathon in 1 week from now. Today is May 12th, 2024, and yeah, it actually snowed again today. If you look outside here, it's getting pretty slushy, so not doing a key workout on the track. It's gonna just be, I don't want to have to shovel that track. There's liabilities there, but gonna do a treadmill hill workout today instead. Been training, of course, with Mount Washington as a key race in the back of my mind, the hill climb, and then Speed Goat 50K. Parlaying that flat, shorter, or well, the half marathon will be kind of flat. I think Cleveland's a relatively flat course. It could be a little warm and humid. It's not perfectly flat, but you know, Mount Washington, Speed Goat, shorter mountain races into extending that endurance, speed endurance, aerobic power, and climbing hopefully into the ultimate goal of UTMB 100 miler later in the summer. We also got a Hoka gear drop. I want to show you guys some cool new gear I got from Hoka, as well as more updates on that. But quick take, what do you think I could run in the half marathon? I'm going to warn you, it's going to be very far away from my PR of 104 that I ran 12 years ago when I was fresh out of college, you know, sub 30-minute 10K runner, training at Hanson's Brooks for 3 years, dedicated to the road half marathon and marathon. Ran a 104 at New Orleans back 12 years ago, over 12 years ago, 2011, and then parlayed that up into a couple months later running my marathon PR of 216. I am very far away from that level of fitness right now. I'm going to warn you. And part of it's because I'm older. You know, I'm 38 now. Another part, more excuses. You know, I did have that pulmonary embolism. We're coming up on 3 years after a bilateral pulmonary embolism that really took me out, killed part of my lungs. So breathing's a little bit harder for these shorter events. But the other key factor, of course, is I've been doing more ultramarathon stuff, and especially now, coming off of ski season, almost 60 days on the skis this winter, a lot of snow, cold weather, slogging, ultramarathons like the Tarawera 100K, which was in February, and then the Grand Traverse Skimo race. I'm not in a great position for flat, fast road running. It's been over a decade since I've raced a road half marathon, and my workouts, I've been getting in shape, but I haven't been putting in the dedication yet to peak. I'm not sponsored to be a pro half marathon road runner anymore, basically. But you know, I've been getting in the vert, the climbing, and trying to slowly build up my fitness so I don't peak too early. But you know, it's going to be a bit of a rust buster. I want to focus and go hard and get a good lactate threshold reading in Cleveland. We'll see how warm and humid it is. The race does start pretty early in the morning, and we'll see how flattish the course is. But it'd be nice because if I'm running over an hour, which I will be way over an hour, I will get a rough reading on lactate threshold pace. So lactate threshold, tempo pace, the true lactate threshold would be something you could hold for 40 minutes to 60 minutes in an all-out race. And for most people, that's between half marathon and marathon pace. If you're super elite running a half marathon in like an hour flat, that could be your lactate threshold pace. But for me, it's going to be over that. So give or take, it's going to be a little slower than true lactate threshold, but we'll get a very good idea of what kind of flat, fast lactate threshold pace I could run at sea level. Of course, training up here at altitude, we're at 7,500 feet. I think that's like 2,200, 2,300 meters. The leg turnover and the speed work, especially with the snow, has not quite been there in the last couple of weeks, not gonna lie. So it's gonna be a little rough, but looking forward to Cleveland. Let me know if you're gonna be in Cleveland. I got a lot of family there. It's gonna be a fun trip. But yeah, a good test of fitness and getting the rust off. But let me show you some of the new Hoka gear I got. Pretty cool stuff. Bridge. finishing up in the gym room here now. I just did a hill rep workout on the treadmill at 20% grade instead of going to the track because of the snow and weather. It looks like it's drying up maybe, but it's been an interesting spring, so to speak. So, I'll go there probably Tuesday night and do some 600s, 400s, 200s for that leg turnover, but it's kind of last minute for this flat half. Not going to have it there, but Mount Washington in the back of my mind 4 weeks later is real key, as well as Speed Goat and UTMB. So getting in the vert on the treadmill, the workout was 10 by 75 seconds hard, 20% uphill grade, pretty steep, with like a power hike, 2 mile an hour, slow walk recovery, still at 20% grade. So you see on the last trip there, I was going 5.6, 5.7 miles per hour. I think I probably averaged like 5.5 miles per hour, which was an improvement from a couple weeks ago. I did a similar type of workout, but I only did 60 seconds on at the same speed. And today I did it for an extra 15 seconds each rep, and my overall heart rate, the spikes were a lot lower. The spikes actually didn't go that high, maybe low 150s for me, but I was breathing hard because the lactate was accumulating very quickly with the amount of power I had to generate. So it's a neuromuscular thing, it's a power stride thing, running that steep, even though it's a slow speed, the lactate levels start spiking and the effort is definitely there, torquing on the treadmill there. So that's kind of the purpose of the workout. But go to the track, get that leg turnover going really fast on a flat surface, similar type of thing, except I could probably spike my heart rate and breathing rate a bit higher for a bit longer, not quite VO2 max, but running low 5-minute mile pace, low 3-minute per kilometer pace. So even at altitude, that's hard for me now, this day and age. So let's have a protein recovery shake for lunch and finish up this vlog. All right, non-sponsored. I'm gonna have a protein shake here. This is great plant-based protein, a little salt in there. I'm always low on salt, frozen banana, peanut butter, and of course non-dairy milk. But real superfood is definitely blueberries. Blueberries chock full of antioxidants, and I do take vitamins because I don't want to get low on anything. And this is a plug for Athlete Blood Test. This is a sponsor. Enter this code for Athlete Blood Test. I get the gold panel a lot, and it's a sponsor that Sandy and I use a lot to get our blood work done several times a year, and a comprehensive analysis where they don't just look at your blood cell count. It's great to track the red blood cells, hemoglobin, hematocrit, altitude training, but also the stress. And if you're getting low on anything, be it vitamin D or iron, I make sure I'm not taking too much of a supplement, because it's a common thing for athletes. If I wasn't an athlete straining my body all the time at high altitude, I probably wouldn't notice it as much, but you notice it with your recovery and performance and general overall health without getting these metrics done with a blood test. You again enter this code, athletebloodtest.com. They do an analysis. So it's an analysis by sports doctors, give you some recommendations, not only to cater your training, but also maybe your nutrition and diet to make sure you're not low or deficient in anything, because you're pushing your body very hard. So, I could try to eat as clean as I can and eat healthy. I don't. I like to indulge in junk food, and I know I don't eat a totally balanced diet, but, at this day and age, it's hard to fit in, always eating perfect all the time and making sure you're staying on top of all those vitamins and nutrients, regardless of what diet type you have. So check that out, Athlete Blood Test, enter the code there for a discount. Again, thanks for their support. #sponsored, #ad. Bottoms up. All right, so later in the evening, I gotta cook dinner. I'll show you what I'm making for dinner later tonight. It's the ending scenes here. I'm gonna have some tacos, I think, but chop up some veggies. But yeah, I wanted to just touch base with you guys again. I hope your training's going well. Let me know if you're gonna be at any of these events, Cleveland Marathon, Mount Washington, Speed Goat, UTMB, in the near future. So Business plug though, sponsor plug. Sandy and I have collaborated our higher running coaching business with Tracer Fitness. That's tracerfitness.com. They have an app. You can follow them on Instagram, Tracer_fitness, to make a dynamic training plan, a 50K trail running plan. That's dynamic. It's a monthly subscription. You get it on the app, but you could input different parameters, as well as your schedule, because life happens. So if you have a flexible schedule, you want to do long runs on a certain day, or you can't do workouts on certain days, it dynamically adjusts for you. And it's coming from a lot of inputs that Sandy and I have worked with Tracer to show our training philosophy for this 50K program. So it's a dynamic training plan. Give it a follow, check it out. You can find out more information at tracerfitness.com. We have our higher running 50K program on there with all the information. But again, really appreciate your support in that, and it really helps us out a lot. So hope your training's going well. Let me know if you're doing any other events too, and what content you guys would like to see on this channel. Again, I try to explore any service, any distance. I've been running for 25 years, and really like meeting a lot of you guys around the world in the community, running any service, any distance as well. So it's been really rewarding, but I want to do more exciting videos, training talks on here, these vlogs, race workout videos, as well as race footage, stuff like that. Even some product stuff. I don't want to be too sponsory pluggy, but that is how I make my career is plugging the sponsors and different products, and it's stuff I believe in. So I really do appreciate all that support, as well as the Patreon support for making this channel possible. But really appreciate all the gear. I like to get all the new gear from Hoka and show it off as well. So it's really rewarding for me, and I've been very fortunate. But it all goes back to the support of the running community and your support in buying these products from my sponsors and checking out our training plans at Higher Running or on Tracer Fitness here. So really do appreciate that, and I don't take it for granted at all. But hope your running's going well, and be sure to like and subscribe to these videos if you like them, and stay tuned for more VO2 Max Productions.